Yoga. We have heard so much about yoga. And anytime somebody says yoga, it's all about asanas, exercising. That's what majority of us know what yoga is about. But there is much more to yoga than just asanas. Today we are going to learn what is yoga and how can you integrate yoga into your lifestyle. I am Rajitha Bamakanti, registered nurse, faith-based holistic coach, and founder of Healthy You Lifestyle Center. If you want to develop healthy habits for life, one step at a time, then click the red subscribe button and the bell icon now. All right, today I said we are going to learn a little bit more about yoga. For that, I have invited a guest to come and speak about yoga, Dr. Sudhanva Char. He obtained his PhD in Industrial Economics, Gokhale Institute of Economics, Pune, India, in 1978, and has served as an executive with a unit of the Mahindra Group and later as a professor of statistics and economics, Life University, Marietta, Georgia. Dr. Char obtained his yoga teaching certification in 1985 from Kaivalya Dhamma Yoga Institute, Mumbai. He has been teaching ever since all around the US and in India. This is his latest book that he has written, Yoga Vademekam, Health Outcomes of Yoga Intervention. Thank you for joining us today. And if we can just start off by talking, what is yoga? I'm sure it is much richer than just the asanas as one branch of it. So if you can expand on what yoga is.
Yoga has its origin in the Sanskrit word yuj, Y-U-J, which simply means yoke. So what are we doing here? We're yoking the mind, the body, and the spirit.
So if you can just share with us, how can we use yoga to enhance our lifestyle, bring it into our life on a daily basis? How can we do that? What are the different components of that we can use yoga?
Yes, yoga is not all exercise. Yoga actually means a package of items, like asanas is one thing, and then you have breathing practices, then you have mudras, then you have bandhas, and then you have shat karmas, and then you have meditation. We cannot do all of them at one and the same time. We have to pick and choose, picking any one of them according to our idiosyncrasies, whatever our particular issues are. He can tailor make it to our needs. So there's not one common package of yoga discipline for everybody. It has to be administered according to one's particular needs. Yeah.
Okay, so let's say, what if I just want, I just want to live a richer, healthier life. So
Yeah.
what do I need to do for that?
Yeah, that's a good goal. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. These are four Purusharthas, we call it in Hindu philosophy. So you can pick any one of them, and you're right all the time. You're never wrong in picking any one of the goals for achieving any kind of fulfillment in life. So what yoga does is help you to do that any particular thing mindfully. It sort of energizes you and makes you very positive in life, very hopeful in life, and sort of it helps you achieve your potential, whatever the potentials are in any particular area. and any walk of life. Suppose you want a high spiritual life, it helps you with that. If you want to become a millionaire, it helps you with that. And yeah, you want to get over some kind of physical ailment or mental depression or something like that, it helps you with that also. So it's a loaded word, like I was saying, and people, all, because it has been there for so long, it's been applied for all kinds of problems in life, and people have been very successful. Um, and most importantly, it helps us to achieve happiness in life. Uh,
Wow. So that's where I was looking going at. So
yeah,
what what is that we need to do? What are the practices that we can do to get to that ultimate goal of happiness? Money comes and money goes, but
yeah,
happiness is what where we would like to be content at whatever state I am at. So what do I need to do to
yeah,
get to that point?
absolutely. Great question. Um, there is something like homeostasis in life. So yoga helps us to achieve that kind of um, immune strength. It it strengthens the lymphatic nodes, and because it's doing that, we we come to enjoy great physical health, and not only physical health, it applies to mental health also. Homeostasis improve. What yoga does is it quickens the homeostasis process, and thereby it makes it uh, sort of easier to achieve it. Instead of a longer time, it takes a shorter time to achieve whatever goals you have in life. And uh, it helps you to achieve it very mindfully. It sort of guides you so much. You're fully in charge of, you're the boss of your own body, you're the boss of your own mind, and they start obeying you. It, you're doing it willfully. You can control your passions, your desires, your emotions, and sort of control the way things are happening in your life as far as it relates to you particularly. Like some people cannot control their anger. Some people cannot control their physical passions. Some people become so victims of their own weaknesses.
So, what
Uh,
do I need to do today, starting today, to have that discipline in my life so that I'm able to control my emotions, so that I'm boss of myself,
yes,
blaming others, right?
yeah, yeah. So what we need to do is have a purpose in life. So come up with a good purpose, and the purpose should not be very complicated. Um, it should not be cluttered up with other ideas and things like that. You should have a straightforward line of thought. And once you simplify the goals, it is easier to achieve it rather than when it's cluttered up with other ambitions and things like that. So, what you do is start practicing first with breathing exercises, because what we have noticed in our yoga practice, which over 45 years of my life so far, people do not uh, do this fundamental thing of breathing naturally, uh, what we call the belly breathing, for example, or doing it um, like like nature wants us to breathe. Let me explain what I'm trying to say. We have lung capacity of 6,000 milliliters, 3,000 on the left lung and 3,000 the right lung. But every breath we take is hardly hardly 200, 150 to 200 milliliters. We're not even using what 5% or 10% of the capacity of our breathing capacity. Why are we underutilizing our breathing capacity? And once we do that, once we are underutilizing the breathing capacity, we are underfeeding, malnourishing the 6 to 7 trillion cells in the human body. So that is uh, something we got to, think about. Why are we underutilizing our human capacity, God-given human capacity? Yeah, there's something.
Wow, that is eye-opening that we are not using the entire capacity, the entire lung to be able to
Absolutely.
breathe well.
And so we're not utilizing our potential, our mental potential, physical potential, spiritual potential, any way you want to put it. Yeah, we are underutilizing our uh, nature-given capabilities. Yeah, there's
And I
something
know I
there.
have noticed some of those techniques you have mentioned
Yeah,
in your book here. Um, Very excellent book. I enjoyed reading it cover to cover thoroughly.
and
And so, can you give us something for the audience to take away that they can practice from today?
sure, absolutely. Now, let's take one of the mudras. This mudra is named after Kartikeya. Kartikeya mudra is kind of. So you can watch me first. So in the Kartikeya asana, what we're doing is shutting off the windows to the external world and turning our thoughts inwards. So it helps me uh, become conscious of how the energy flow is going on in my own body, and I can follow how my breath uh, is being administered within by myself, and how I can focus on any particular body part which may not be functioning to its peak or require some kind of repair. So let me show you what I'm trying to say. Is this Kartikeya asana. You uh, keep your fingers, the index finger and the middle finger on your eyes, the middle finger on your nose. Don't shut it off. And the thumb, you keeping it on the ears. Now I cannot hear anybody. I cannot see anything, but I'm still breathing. Now I'm going to keep my mouth shut. So my mouth is also shut off by the small fingers. And so virtually looking inwards. Now,
So,
don't
as you're
stop.
doing, you're just breathing. You're just
Yeah,
breathing through your
a-
nostrils, but everything else is shut off,
absolutely.
and that brings your awareness inwards.
Absolutely. There's exactly what we're trying to do. And once I'm doing it for about 30 seconds, it is like I can listen to my own breathing. I can listen to what's going on within my body. And I can talk to myself. I can talk to any body part. Suppose my heart BP is pretty high or something like that. I can look at my heart. Uh, in my mental eye, I can look at my heart and plead with the heart. Hey, heart, please, for heaven's sakes, behave. Uh, don't go so fast. Don't go so slow. Uh, take care of this. Take care of that. Suppose my knee is hurting. I can, my mental eye, look at my knee and say, tell my meniscus in the knee to behave, to repair itself, speed up the homeostasis process so that it can heal itself faster. So I can send these intimations, communications within the body, and they're pretty effective. And when it makes you self-aware of your own body, your own thoughts, your own emotions, and things like that, it helps us to control them. It helps us to manage them better. I can manage my anger if I close my eyes and close all my um, contact with the external world and turn the thoughts inwards. What happens is it helps me to focus on particular emotion or body part, whatever I want is up to me. Its choice is my entirely ours. So I can turn the attention to that particular thing, and it could be even a difficult calculus problem in mathematics. So this is possible because they were able to turn their attention inwards. I think, yeah.
Wow, that is a great tool that we can use on a daily basis. So starting off, how many minutes should I, when I'm closing all my contacts, let's say this is my first time I'm practicing, how long should I be practicing this?
So every person is different. There is so much of individuality. So one cap doesn't fit all, we say. So how we tailor the yogasanas and yoga practices, bandhas, is entirely up to the person who wants to learn yoga, who wants to go into yoga. So each person has to be evaluated, and accordingly, the yoga regime has to be prescribed. Atha yoga anushasana. Patanjali says, Atha yoga anushasana. Now begins yoga discipline. Yoga asanas, yoga practices, breathing exercises we prescribe has to be very precise, and it has to be administered according to one's particular needs. We started off with the Shanmukasana, Kartikeyasana, Shanmukasana. So that's something which anybody can practice and derive the benefits and see how the attention can turn inwards, and one can read one's own mind. Yeah, and see how best they can sort of channel the ideas, channel the energies to any which way we want. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much,
Right.
Dr. Sudhana Char. Here is the book again, Yoga Vade Mekam, Health Outcomes of Yoga Intervention. So I am your faith-based holistic coach. Until next time, practice Kartikeya Asana that Dr. Char has just mentioned.